I'm still suffering the effects of jet lag. What time is it? I think it's after 2 a.m. in the morning, and I can't sleep. So, because normally back in Tanzania, I'll be getting up by now. Or, yeah, I would be not getting up by now. My day would have already been started. But, guys, I'm here in Toronto, as you know, but I'm hoping that I'm not here. I don't want to be here longer than I'm expected to be here. I'm really missing my life back in Tanzania. And, doing some reflection, yeah? I don't need confirmation. So this is not about confirmation. This is about, I know that I made the right decision. Yeah. I'm happy with the life that I'm building back in Tanzania. In spite of any all the ups and downs, in spite of the potholes, in spite of some things being disorganized, in spite of the electricity being cut, sometimes, in spite of everything. That is what made it, that is what makes it unique. That is what makes it different from out here. And you look for beauty beyond the artificial stuff. When things are real and you understand the realness of things, you appreciate them. Nobody wants anything that is fake. When you're able to see the illusion, you look for what is real. I miss going for my walks. When I go for my walks and I have my sandals on, my feet are dirty. When I go out and I'm sweating, as you guys know, I'm out in nature and I'm sweating and whatever, guys, I love it. Because I earned that peace. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate Canada. And I believe some people, are under some people misunderstand when I speak about Tanzania, how much I love Tanzania and how I wanted to get away from North America. Yeah, and being here right now just confirmed for me that I really cannot live here anymore. But when I speak about Tanzania and my love for Tanzania, it does not mean that I hate Canada, because no one can show me in any one of my videos where I say that I hate Canada. No one can show me in any one of my videos where I say I don't appreciate what Canada has allowed me. But what I said, Canada did not give anything to me. I worked for it. And those of us who have traveled abroad and work abroad, and you don't even have to travel abroad. In your own home country, you may have a job. You work for what you earn. Someone gives you a job, you give them productivity. So nothing is being given to you for free. So Canada didn't give me anything for free. I came here, I applied myself, and I worked hard for anything that I achieved in life. But I'm able to enjoy my freedom now is because I worked for it. I put myself in positions whereby I listened to people who had something to teach me. I listened. and I learned. And I take what I learned and I applied it. You understand? So I'm here tonight, this early morning in Toronto. I can't sleep. You guys know when you travel and you cross, certain like time zone, it affects you. It takes a while to readjust. And we're doing some reflection, guys. Yeah. It's cold, I don't want to talk about it anymore because you guys know that it's cold this time of the year. This is like the middle of winter. If I did not have to come here, I wouldn't be here right now. I don't regret it because it's a decision that I made. So I don't try, live my life, and I don't regret it. You push on, you move forward. Right? You make a decision, you accept it, you move forward. You don't sit down and, I don't got time for that, yeah? But I'm missing Tanzania. But when I'm able to go back, guys, I don't know how long I'll be here until I see the doctor next week. And I have some things that I have to do, plus I have to do my income tax. I didn't do my income taxes for 3 years, and you guys know that, that's a no-no. So I have to get my income tax done. I have a lot of friends to like catch up with, like co-workers. The main thing is my doctor's appointment, right? And my main worry is my eyes, right? Because my left eye, there is something in my eyes that I can feel it, right? I can feel something in my eyes. So before I left, I saw the doctor about it, because I told him, and he was like, okay, it's not ready yet and whatever, yeah? So now lately it's been bothering me, right? So this is why I actually come back. There are good doctors back in Tanzania. I have been to the doctors there. I have my doctors there. There are capable doctors over there. But when it comes to your eyes, your eyes is very sensitive. So when it comes to my eyes, I don't want to take any chances. So I decided that it was best for me to come back to Canada to have it checked out. Yeah. So I'm here. Once I have all the information on my eye, I will decide how long I'm here. But I'm hoping that I'm not here for more than 1 month. And if I have to have surgery on that eye, which I think I will have too, recovery time will be about 2 weeks based upon research that I have done. Recovery time should be about 2 weeks. And after that, I'm out of here. I don't want to stay here longer than I should, guys. I really don't. For me now, Tanzania is where I'm building my home. Tanzania is where the next chapter of my life is. Understand? I've moved on from Canada. I've moved on from Toronto. I'll come. Once a year, I'll come. I'll do what I have to do. But I earned this freedom, and I'm moving forward with this freedom. Man, I'm missing Tanzania, honestly. And I know you guys missing the videos coming from Tanzania. But this is, part of my experience, yeah? This is part of my journey in life that I decided to share with you. It started about Africa. It is about Africa. But in the broader scope, it's about my life's journey. And when I sit down and I reflect upon me, I reflect upon where I come from. Born in the Caribbean, the Isle of Spice, small island, 133 square miles? Yes. Beautiful island. But something, like I said before, yeah? Grenada could not contain me. I always wanted to more. I always wanted more. And I've been searching for more. I had relatives here in like Canada, I had relatives in America and England or whatever, yeah? So there came a time when I had to make a choice, and I chose Canada. And the reason why I chose Canada, because in my school back home, the books in our library was donated by the Canadian government. And when I go to the library to read, I used to read up on Canada, and I fell in love with like Canada. So for it was no what's what I'm looking for. Like when I had to make a decision, you know, like Canada was it. I came here. Our older sister passed away. She had brain tumor. She passed away. And we struggled. Right? My passion had been law. I love law, and I wanted to like be a lawyer. But then when your support is ripped away from you, you have to look at survival. You have to get into survival mode, right? And then you had to work, and you work. Your dreams, is on the back burner, because now you have to survive. So I have no regret, right? I have no regret. I can look back. Many of my family members told me, why you can go to law school now or whatever, yeah. And when I look back, I would say, man, I could have done it. I could have worked and gone to school, yeah. But when you're younger, I wasn't really thinking about that, yeah. But I have no regrets. I have no regrets whatsoever. I've made choices in life, good choices, that I'm grateful. I've made some horrible choices, just as any one of you. You accept the consequences and you move on. I don't believe in sitting down and moaning and whining and over stuff. No. You'll make choices, they'll be good, they'll be bad, you accept it and you move on. You'll learn from it though. Life is the greatest teacher. Your life should be your greatest teacher. Yeah. Your life experiences should be your greatest teacher. I struggle in life, guys. I press on. I loved and I lost. I've been loved. I'm just showing you that I made good decisions. I made bad decisions. You understand? But I accept the bad decisions that I made. I hurt some people. People have hurt me. Those that I can apologize to, I apologize to them. I've met people that I've hurt, and I've went to them and said, I'm sorry, because it was the right thing to do. And as a man, as an adult, once you recognize what you have done, it is up to you to acknowledge it and apologize for it. I've done that many times. This is life experience. So when I left and I came here to Canada, man, I was captured by the illusion. I was captured by everything, and I was like, man, this is it. Canada is beautiful. And it is. I'm happy, man. This is where I'm going to live my life, and wow, I don't see myself living anywhere else. You understand? And as life progress, as you become more mature, you become more educated, as you seek knowledge, you seek wisdom. This is what the Bible says in the book of Proverbs. I touched on it before. Brethren, seek wisdom. And as you begin to read, and someone told me something one time. She gave me a book. I'll tell you this, I was working in like downtown Toronto, this wealthy like neighborhood. I was a young bus driver, and we was going up into what's that place like north of Bloor, where all the like wealthy people is. I don't remember, guys, but I was going up there, right? And this passenger was on my bus, right? And every day she goes to the library and then take the bus back home, like wealthy people taking the bus, right? But every day I pick her up at the library. And one time we just started talking on the bus, whatever, and she gave me a book to read because I was reading something, and she told me that you should start reading literature, right? And she told me that she was a professor, she retired or whatever, and she said read literature. She went into her bag and she gave me a book to read called Friends of Meager Fortune. And she said something to me: when you read, you are never alone. I was like, what does she mean by that? But then I understood what she meant after I started to read, because there are different characters in the book. So when you read, you follow different characters. You're never alone. She said that to me, but I didn't understand what she meant at that time. And the next week, the whole week gone by, yeah? She didn't ask me anything about the book. And then the next week she asked me, and I told her, I'm reading, but I don't understand. She said, read over. Stop where you are, go back to the beginning and read over. Because literature, for someone who has not read it before, and someone who have not delved into literature, is very hard. It'll be very difficult for you to understand. And I went back, guys, and I started to read. And that opened up my knowledge. And from there, I started to read different things. And from there, I started to research different things. Because when someone gives you something, you're not supposed to take what people give you at face value. You're supposed to research. And then you'll understand something. There is more to what someone gives to you. And then I started to research, guys. And I started to read more. And I started to do more research. And then you start gaining knowledge. And when you start to gain knowledge, you question things. And then sometimes you realize that what you're taught is not necessarily so, or there is more to what you are taught. And then you begin to peel back the layers. You understand? And I began to seek more knowledge, and I began to have a thirst, and I began to have a hunger for knowledge. And then I start seeing things differently. Your eyes open. And then your consciousness start to open. And all of a sudden, I started to have a desire for Africa. I don't know where it started. Well, I could probably pinpoint where it started. You understand? But I'll leave that for another video, when you start getting into African consciousness and African spirituality. Yes? But we're not going to get into that now. We're reflecting, yeah? But we're not going to get into that now. I'm going to leave that because I'm going to do a full video on that. And then I had the desire to go to Africa. I was like, wow. You know, coming from the Caribbean, coming from like North America, coming from Central, wherever you come from, all you see about Africa and all you hear about Africa is the negative stuff. And this is what they show us about Africa. They didn't show us the good about Africa. They didn't show us the beauty of Africa. So in our mind, we were brainwashed. We were programmed to think that Africa is a certain way based upon the portrayal of Africa. So I began to have a desire to go to Africa. But I'm thinking I'm going to go to West Africa because this is where my ancestors were taken from. Most of our ancestors who was taken and enslaved came from West Africa. So I wanted to go to West Africa. but I did not want to go to Ghana. I had friends in Ghana. By then, I had made friends, online friends in Ghana, and I was supposed to like go to Ghana, but I said no. I started looking for other. Well, no, I didn't have friends in Ghana as yet. I started to look for a place in West Africa. I did not want to go to Ghana because everybody's going to Ghana, Ghana, Ghana. So I was looking for something different, and my heart did not was not leaning towards Ghana. So I started to look at Nigeria. I said, Nigeria, okay, Nigeria is where I really want to be. Nigeria is where I feel in my soul. But then when I started to look into Nigeria, and I said, nah, for security, for safety, whatever, yeah, be it true, be it false, whatever. This is the narrative that we see about Nigeria, especially from Nigerians, right? So I was like, no. Then I started to look at Sierra Leone. Yeah, and I said, okay, Sierra Leone is a place that I think I should go to. Yeah, by then you said I said before I had discarded all the francophone African countries, right? And then I started, man, nah, I'm not gonna go to Sierra Leone. I said, okay, well, let me look at East Africa. Tanzania was not on the picture at all. Rwanda. I started to look at Rwanda. Like Kenya I kind of was lukewarm. Started to look at Rwanda. I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Rwanda and whatever. Yeah, but I still wasn't sure. Because I'm being honest with you, because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about what happened there like 30 years ago, and I'm thinking, what if, right? So I wasn't 100% sold on Rwanda. I had booked my flight, and I had 1 month before I left, like for my first trip to Africa, yeah. But I was at work, and I'm thinking, man, damn, Rwanda. But I came home from work. I started to do some research again, and I came across Muzungu in Kilimanjaro. And he's talking, and he said that he's been living there in Tanzania for 13 years, married a local Tanzanian woman, and he started talking. And then I started getting more and more into Tanzania, and I started researching more and more to Tanzania. And I was like, guys, I had never thought about Tanzania. I'm not even sure if I knew that there was a country named Tanzania that existed. And the more I delve into the research about Tanzania, and then I start seeing, like a bunch of Black Americans that was living there, I was like, man, okay. So now I had a dilemma. So I'm thinking Rwanda, Tanzania. So I was at work, I got 2 pieces of like paper. One paper I wrote Tanzania, one paper I wrote Rwanda. I put it in a plastic bag, shook it up. I said a prayer to the ancestors, and I said, any piece of paper I pluck from this bag, that's where I'm going to go. So happened when I opened it, it was Tanzania. And that's how I ended up in Tanzania. Yeah, and I have no regrets. Oh God, I love Tanzania. I love when I travel out. I love when I go out into the villages and meet local people. That's, for me, that's the beauty of Tanzania. Dar es Salaam is not beautiful. People in Dar es Salaam are just like cutthroat. But when you travel outside of Tanzania and you travel out, man, to Singida, Mbeya, you go far, Mtua, you go Iringa, and you meet people, man. And you can sit with people and talk to people and share what you have with people, and they share what they have with you, not much, but they share with you. You're able to break bread with locals, and man, this is where the beauty of Tanzania lies for me. And this is my journey that I'm sharing with you on this journey that I am on. I'm sharing with you. We have good experiences in life, we had bad experiences in life. But there comes a time when you must take control of your life. There comes a time when you must say, yes, I have done enough. I've done my path. I've done my part. Let me live my life. Let me gain the freedom, guys. You don't know what it means to be free until you know what it means to be free. So when you listen to someone like me speak, At the end of the day, it is your decision to make. But when you listen to someone like me speak and others who've been on this journey speak, you should be inspired. I hope that you will be inspired. And if you are procrastinating, if you are wondering, if you have fear, you said, okay, you know what? Let me try. You may fail. Others have failed. But because someone has failed don't mean that you will fail. Because someone has succeeded don't mean that you will succeed. But this is your life. This is your journey. You do it for you. Damn the consequences. Yeah. Because at that time in your life, you should say, yeah, guys, for me, damn the consequences. I'm free. For the last 2 years, I'm enjoying. I'm free. Damn the consequences. I'm at peace. I found mine, and I pray that you find yours. This is the African Jumpy. Thank you for being here with me this time of the night, going through my jet lag. I decided to reflect and to share with you my reflection. I like calmness, yeah? You look around my place, guys, you see, it's calm, right? I like calmness. I like peace. So that's why when I'm in Tanzania, I'm out in the bushes, because that's what I enjoy, calmness. I don't like noise. Like I always say, I don't like noise. So I try to put myself in environment that brings calmness. Find your peace. Embrace it. Live your life. And damn the consequences. Peace and love. Continue sharing with me. Bye for now.